Camera's gonna break.
Yeah, this is broke right there.
Can you see?
Wait with the camera?
Could you have a key? You can't see. Okay. The topic I chose to speak about, or better said, the if question that I chose, was if I could choose any career, which career would I choose? This was very easy for me, as I'm very passionate about physical therapy. The career in and of itself currently is in very high demand, not only in this country, but across the world. This is, of course, it's due in large part because of our aging population, which they call baby boomers. Personally, I've always had a passion for physical therapy and exercise, so it's kind of up my alley. I've always played ball, lifted weights, and my father, who's still currently in the Army, I would always help him out when I was back home with his PT test. He had to run a mile in a certain amount of time, do a certain amount of push-ups and sit-ups. So it's always been big in my family growing up. Something that a physical therapist told me has always stuck with me and really made me think. And he told me, unless you die prematurely, say in an accident or something like that, in some period in your life, you're going to need physical therapy. And working in a hospital, I've seen that. As I stated earlier, the increase with advances in medicine, we have, people are just living to be so much longer. 100 years ago, if you lived to be the age of 40, you were pretty fortunate. Today, 40 is the new 20. And with this aging population, we've seen a big increase in the demand for physical therapists. Also sad to say that the majority of the population in this country is overweight. And of course, you know that, obviously with more weight, it puts more pressure on your joints. You're not really using them that much, so they're probably not in the best condition. It causes back problems, knee problems, and this is the areas that physical therapists they work with. Also, something that has to be mentioned across the world is the increase in competitive and contact sports. We've seen the meteoric rise of mixed martial arts, UFC, in sports that traditionally are not considered contact sports. We see, they become so competitive and so difficult to be successful in that you see a lot of young guys and young women pushing their bodies to the limit to try to be successful in their given sport, and it has a tremendous toll on the human body. So we're seeing a lot of young people, not just old, requiring the medical expertise of a physical therapist. The job in and of itself is great. It's financially, it's solid, and has a great benefit to society. It's not stressful, so it's not going to take a toll on, whoever's going into it. And the schedule, at least from the physical therapists that I've spoken with personally, is just great. And, just going over some of the main points, it's something that's going to continue to grow. There's no doubt about it. And it's always going to be in demand. And the real reason that I really feel that I should pursue a career in it is the fact that it's one of those areas in healthcare where you see a genuine change in your patient. You start off with someone who is in a great deal of pain or can't even walk, and you help improve their quality of life. And I just think that's something great to do with your life.